Welcome back to. Welcome back to. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Sorta Brothas podcast.
Let's go.
Justus, how you doing?
Doing good. Feels good to be back in the chair. Feels good. Feels good.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I didn't know that we would make it this far.
Honestly, I want to say same, but I was kind of set on making it this far.
I know. We could have had the episode done by now, and I could be up there hanging out with my daughter, but we had to make sure that, you know, everything was really dialed in.
Yeah, you know.
For our, what are we up to? What are we up to on, like, subscribers now on YouTube? Because last week we had 0, so it was kind of, it's a lot more.
It's good. I think we're at like 25 now, so we're moving.
Okay, we can figure this out in real time.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see, because I don't want to, if we're at 26, I don't want to cut anybody short.
It's true.
Let's see. Sorta Brothers. We are at, I was like, holy cow, 98, but that's views on the first pod. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, 25.
25. No, yeah, that's good. But speaking of viewers, dude, I just want to give a shout out to our first viewer.
We got a few shout outs today coming out.
Yeah, for sure. But just based off of our little hosting site, we saw our interactions and our impressions. It tells us the location, right, of our viewers.
Absolutely.
Our first viewer was from Belgium. We'll never know if that was a real person or a bot, but I just thought
they have bots watching YouTube videos?
I don't know, but
Fortnite.
I feel like correct, but I don't know. There was a little suspicion. But anyway, I just took the chance to research some common Belgium names. I was like, we got to give our first listener a viewer or a title. You know what I mean? So, or like a name. We got to give this person a name.
Give them a title?
Yeah, just so we can always call back to our first ever listener.
They were a viewer, though. Did they not have a name in the...
No, it doesn't give us their name. It doesn't give us every person's name we listen to.
I was thinking it was like a comment and you could like see their handle or something.
No. It was just like you got one viewer so far and just shows the geography.
Okay.
But anyway.
First viewer.
So I was looking and I was hoping to find some like super like weird name. I mean, weird to us, right? I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah,
but weird to like North America, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't. Most common names are like Olivia, Noah, that kind of thing. Yeah. But
wait, what do they speak in Belgium? Do they speak English? No.
I don't know, but the first Google search was like Olivia and Noah. Here, let me go to my notes.
Do you think that having different names is primarily dependent on speaking a different language? Like if you're in Japan, like you're not going to find like a Mark.
I would assume so.
Like,
yeah.
What's a Japanese name? Like Yiro.
Oh, I thought you said yeet. Or what?
The official language of Belgium is Belgium.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. They speak...
What? What's going on with our producer?
It wouldn't be is Belgium. It'd be like is like Belgish.
That's not a thing. They have 3. It's French, Dutch, and German.
What's the most
So what led
popular?
you to saying is Belgium?
When you Google search, it just says Belgium in big letters.
Okay.
It says official languages Belgium.
You sure they weren't just saying the title of the country?
If you Google
That's
Belgium,
exactly
the first thing that comes up is Belgium. Okay.
Anyway.
My mistake. Apologies.
Okay. Thank you, producer.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, so I was like, okay, so Noah, Olivia, that kind of thing, not really going to cut it. I don't want that to be the name of our first listener.
Yeah, the hypothetical name.
Right, correct. So I'm like, kind of too boring. So I went down this rabbit hole of some more interesting names, kind of from Belgium's history, I guess.
Yeah, the lineage.
Yeah, and just like, I guess, in most countries, the older names meant something.
Yeah.
Each thing, like, meant something. So I came across this name. I believe it's pronounced Isolda.
Say it again.
Isolda? Isolda?
Say it one more time.
Someone check that pronunciation. Isolda? Isolda.
Gorlami.
Isolda. So anyway, I just really like to think that our viewers.
Isolda.
Yeah, I really like to think that Isolda is just. It's a girl name, by the way.
Ooh, I could tell.
I believe, or I like to believe that Isolda just is a viewer that is loyal, just has ice in her veins, mainly because Isolda means ruler of ice. So, no, but I just think she's clutch. I think she's clutch in tight moments. I think when it gets on a crunch time, she turns on the Sorta Brothers podcast.
I think so.
Yeah.
What do you think she was doing when she was listening?
I don't
Do
know.
we have like analytics on her? Like, did she listen to the whole pod?
It didn't tell me that. No. It didn't
Okay.
tell me that.
Well, Isolda, if you're listening to this episode, shoot us a message. We'll fly you out.
Yeah. First,
We're not
on
gonna
our
buy you.
massive budget.
We're not gonna buy your plane ticket, but we will.
We'll fly you
house
out.
you. We'll house you.
Okay.
Um,
That kind of defeats the purpose of saying we'll fly you out.
no, like we'll like track your flight
Okay.
once you leave.
Anyway, though,
No, that's
thanks
awesome.
Thanks to the first listener.
Thanks to the first listener. We have a couple other firsts to announce. We also had a first comment. I don't know what that was. We had you sent me the first comment on YouTube the other day. Or
Yeah.
no. It was TikTok, right?
Oh, yeah, it was TikTok. Yeah, sorry.
Let me see. Where's our texts?
TikTok.
Stand by. All right. First comment on TikTok. So this was in response to you said tune in to episode number 1 to find out what poop bingo really is. Link in bio.
Yeah.
We had 7 likes from people that are totally random, right? I got something falling out of this mic.
Yeah, I think potentially one could be not random, but most
Okay.
of those were random.
We had this is going to get a little mature for our audience in terms of the graphic nature of this comment, but you are still the first one, so we got to shout you out. So
It's by law, we have to shoot you.
by law we have to shoot you, yes. Dude.
Shout you out.
All right.
By law, we have to shout you out. I don't know why I said shoot you right there.
By law, we have to shoot you out. All right. First comment is from maybe producer, get your finger ready on the bleep button. First comment is from Sunflower Toodaloo, mother Sunflower. And the comment in response to our poop bingo says, sounds like a game. With a crying, laughing face. So
Let's go. You know,
almost could not have predicted. Almost couldn't have wrote a better comment for our first episode.
yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. I like it. I mean, it's a comment. A comment's a comment. I don't know if it helps us out in the algorithm or not, but
Has
I'm
to.
here for it.
And then the last shout out I wanted to give was for sort of what I would consider our first official podcast sponsor.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Justus and I had an opportunity this weekend to do a little side job where a cabinet needed to be moved. We went and rented a U-Haul, moved the cabinet from place to place, picked up a couple other things to move along the way. And in response, our family member we were working for donated $100 to the pod. So that's kind of
Huge.
we're making money at this.
Huge. No, yeah, biggest donation ever in Sorta Brothers history.
Yep. We immediately left the place. Dude, I forgot about this. We immediately left the place that we had dropped the cabinet off and drove the U-Haul to Best Buy.
Yeah, so something about if there's any listeners that don't know Blake and I personally.
Not yet, except for Isolda.
Yeah, exactly. We have a little bit of a tough time going into a store and not coming out with a purchase. So
Well, we knew what we wanted.
we did, but
I think our goal is to try to do like some sort of small enhancement or update to the pod each episode, every couple episodes. So whether that's like lighting or whatever. This week we had talked about podcast arms last week, so we were like we should get some podcast arms. So once we got that generous donation that we worked for, we went straight to Best Buy and picked up some podcast arms, brought them here to the studio to get them set up for this episode, and they broke almost immediately.
Things just started flying out of the arm.
Dude, literally turned it and shot out of the like elbow of the arm. Yeah. So we unfortunately don't have any like real updates to the podcast this week because of that, because we had to return those. But
that's okay. It's episode 2. We're good.
Do still want to give an update to our first sponsor. It was a one-time donation, which we are more than happy to accept.
Oh, so grateful.
Any kind of donation, one-time, reoccurring, anything you want, send us a message and we'll figure out how to get you to send us some money or some products. Or
yeah, we need like a P.O. box.
No, I'll give my address.
Okay, that works too.
I mean the address of the studio that we're in.
Whoa, yeah, do you know the address of the studio? What's the address of the studio?
DM us with some inquiries to find out.
Yeah, just we do need something though, just so that our viewers can send us money. And
yeah,
lots of money.
Another good note here is that we are willing to work for sponsorships. So if you need cabinets moved, if you need something painted, whatever, if you sponsor the podcast in that way, we'll do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I agree.
Just let us know. Or we'll shout you out, our producer says. She's whispering to us, even though there's a microphone sitting directly in front of her. So,
we
do you have something you'd like to say?
Or we could shout you out on the podcast.
Okay.
Advertise for you.
Yeah,
you never mentioned who donated to you. I didn't know if you said your.
Yeah, we'll keep that under wraps for now. I think they want to remain anonymous, but I think people could probably figure it out. I said it was a family member.
But no, I just actually, before we get off that little topic,
hold on 1 second. Throw back to our ad libs. I'm going to drink a delicious Mountain Zevia, one of my favorites, and I will be enjoying this for the remainder of the episode.
Right, okay, back to the scheduled program. Anyway, speaking of, we were saying we're driving that U-Haul and going to Best Buy. I just wanted to kind of bring up the topic about what we saw on the way to Best Buy. Do you remember?
Wait, are you talking about the man?
Yeah, so Blake and I, before we entered Best Buy,
you were shook by this.
We passed this man on the side of the street, I'm assuming he's homeless.
Why would you assume?
I shouldn't be assuming. You're right. I shouldn't be assuming.
No, but like, why did you? You already did.
Just because he was holding a cardboard sign that said, anything helps. Anyway.
We literally just said we'll do anything for some money.
That's true. People could assume, or people could draw similarities to us and this guy. But
the Homeless Brothers podcast.
Maybe not, because this guy was a little different. When we passed this guy, he was wearing Beats headphones. So, hold on. So this guy is sitting on the grass in 30-degree weather, holding a cardboard sign that says anything helps or whatever. Like, bump into Drake? Or like, what's...
I don't know. I mean, in his defense almost, we drove a U-Haul to Best Buy, which is kind of a...
Right, but it wasn't...
You don't have your life together move.
We didn't buy that U-Haul or rent that U-Haul for Best Buy. That was for the furniture.
Okay, fair.
But anyway, I just thought it just raised some questions for me. Like, I have some questions for this guy.
Like, you think maybe he's not homeless because how could a homeless man have Beats but not food?
Maybe. So that's one of the questions. Like, is that how many homeless people are actually homeless? How many people on the streets are actually homeless?
I think that would depend on how long they're spending on the streets. If it's all the time, they're homeless.
Yeah, no, I know the definition of being homeless.
It's just sometimes.
I
then
just more
you
meant
can
like,
still go home.
is this guy just coming out of his house and sitting on the side of the road and asking for money, but he goes back to like an actual house?
He could. Are Beats still like the headphone to get though? I feel like maybe he could have been like donated a pair of Beats. Like people were into
Sure.
like the Apple headphones now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're the headphones. I just thought it was pretty interesting because he's like, no, I don't even want to like hear what you have to say. I just want like.
So
cast
what's
out
like
the window.
what's the line? Like what's the thing that you would have to see a homeless man with, man or woman, uh, in order to be like skeptical of like they're not homeless?
I think
Probably
listening
a
to
house.
I think listening to Drake's new album, first of all, it just like throws me off. If I pull up,
Wait, what?
if I
If
pull
he's
up,
listening to Drake's new album, you're thrown off?
yeah, I just more mean like because that
Was
means he
he?
has headphones on. I'm just assuming he's listening to Drake. Drake's hot right now. He's hot on the streets. Drake's hot on the streets right now. You have something to say, producer?
Just start saying it.
Just
We're
so hot right now.
not... what's his name? Hansel? Hansel, he's just so hot right now.
Hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're not judging him.
No, yeah, I don't want to judge. I don't want to offend anybody, but it was just interesting.
Yeah.
It just caught my eye.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, oh, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to talk about?
What?
Ice baths. Have you ever done ice baths?
I have not.
You've never been in one?
I mean, I say I have not because I haven't done it like scheduled out 3 times a week or some people do it daily.
Yeah.
I haven't done it consistently, but I mean, have I ever done one ice bath in my life? Yes, but it
How
was
was it?
with a friend and it was awful. But we didn't stay in it for like crazy long either. It was like a minute and 45 seconds, I think.
Okay. I think they recommend like 3 minutes. I just bought one of those horse troughs. What?
Nothing. Keep going.
I think 3 minutes is like the sweet spot of like getting benefits, but like not like hypothermia or something like that.
Gotcha.
So I just bought a horse trough that I put out on the driveway to start doing it because I feel like everybody's getting into like this Wim Hof guy and all of the benefits that he promotes from it. And like maybe it's not just him, like a lot of people are doing it, but it's like less joint inflammation, like increased like mood and happiness and productivity and things like that. So I bought this horse trough. I bought a 150-gallon horse trough and I put it on my driveway. And I just let it get cold in the winter. So the water stays at like 40, 38, like 40 degrees a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it like 5 times now. And I don't know if you can be like immune to the benefits of it, but I don't feel any of the things
Okay.
that people are saying
Wait,
you get from
wait.
an ice bath.
let's relist the benefits that you just said.
Happiness, I don't feel that at all.
Okay. That wasn't your first one. I believe your first one was lowered like inflammation, right? Helps
Yeah,
with
so like I
inflammation in
feel
the
like
joints.
I have a lot of inflammation in my joints where like
Are you gonna feel that when that
well,
happens?
just from like working out and stuff. So like you hear my ankles popping. So like a lot of that I noticed through like things popping and like just joints being tight and stuff. I don't feel any benefits from that. My joints pop just as much, if not more.
How long have you had the trough on the driveway?
I don't know. I feel like long enough. A few weeks, month.
A month.
Yeah.
And you've done it 5 times, so almost once a week. Are these benefits? Do you have to be consistent, or
I don't know. One time I did it every other day. So like one time I did it on Monday, and then I
One
did
time,
it, and
so
then
you
I
did
did
it-
it on that Wednesday. And
Nice.
Dude. But no, I feel like you shouldn't have to do it super consistently to get like the high of like
I feel like
people are like for 30 minutes to an hour afterwards. I get so much done. I'm the happiest I am all day, dude.
I feel like you
I don't
do.
feel my toes for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
I hate
joking.
the cold. I hate the cold. I believe you.
And then I'm just thinking about that. One time, our buddy came over, and he wanted to do it, and I was like, I think it's too cold. The water was like 38 degrees, and there was like
Sorry, I just spilled water.
there was like 2 inches of ice, thick that I had to chip up with a shovel, and then it was like, a sheet of ice like this big. We had to hold it upright so that the other one could like slide in next to the ice.
Yeah.
And then we went to Chick-fil-A. Dude, we did the ice
Living on
bath.
Earth.
Oh, Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mall Road Chick-fil-A. Dude, talk about the dream sponsor. Friggin'
Holy.
screw Lego. Screw Lego.
I don't even want
Dustin from
Chick-fil-A as a whole.
Chick-fil-A.
I just want Mall Road Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. No, Chick-fil-A as a whole is probably a lofty sponsor. I don't know if they're sponsoring podcasts, but maybe they could send us some merch or something.
Do you think one franchisee is sponsoring a podcast, though?
I think Mall Road Chick-fil-A can do whatever they want.
I mean, they can. Yeah,
It's,
they're practically God. Okay.
Oh,
Carry on.
maybe cut that out. What was I talking about? Yeah, so we had to slide in next to the ice, and then we were going to go to Chick-fil-A after. We got out of the ice bath. I was shivering and so cold. We went to Chick-fil-A. I got a horrible headache like 20 minutes after the ice bath. Had a headache for all of Chick-fil-A. Got home. Didn't get feeling back in my toes till after I'd been like back home for a while. And I'm like, is this what it's all about?
I don't know.
I felt worse.
I mean, I haven't.
I will say, what I've been looking up is that most people recommend doing it in 50 to 59 degrees
Okay, no,
water.
this is another thing. You can read
Fahrenheit.
different articles that what?
Fahrenheit. I was just clarifying.
Yeah, 50 to 59 degrees Celsius
live in
would
North
melt your body off. So, what would 50 to 59 degrees Celsius be? That would be like way in the hundreds, right?
I have no clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have one of the best Googlers around.
Well, give me a second.
Okay. Granted,
the
she
mic
is doing
down.
it one-handed. She's got the mic with one hand, and then she Googles with one hand because she has our second producer in her lap.
Our second producer does freaking nothing.
All right. Watch it.
Watch it. Are you paying her?
I've
I'm
literally paid for everything for her.
It would be 10 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so
Well,
59 degrees Celsius would be like 250
we
degrees
didn't know
Fahrenheit
that, though.
or something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Because
You'd be
Belgium is in Celsius.
Would be
Isn't Belgium in Celsius?
Yes, it would.
that is good.
Yes.
For our international
For our
viewers.
international viewers.
The water's about I don't know what that
Isolde
conversion-
already freaking knows that. She's a ruler of ice.
I think you may be confusing Belgium with like a Nordic region, like
I don't know.
Iceland.
Are you talking about because of the
Like I think
name?
when you think of Isolde, you're thinking of like
Isolde?
like an I Isolde. You're thinking of like an ice princess or something.
You think I'm thinking of like Elsa?
Maybe it's because it sounds like Zelda.
Well, I am surrounded by different Disney Lego sets, so and I'm staring right at this castle. But I don't know. No, I don't think. I just really enjoyed that name because it was different.
We're back
It was
on.
interesting. It was unique. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think of Belgium as something that it's not. Granted, I haven't been to Belgium or out of this country, so
Are you thinking like of an icy region when you're saying Belgium?
no.
No? Are you sure?
Yes.
You called her you said she's ice in her
I didn't
veins,
just
and
call her
she's
the
a-
ruler of ice just because Isolde actually means ruler of ice.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Dude.
Don't make assumptions on me. We don't judge
Oh.
homeless people with beats on.
Have you heard about this? Somebody talking about thinking about things. This is a bit of a stretch, but I just thought of this for some reason. Someone was talking about the other day how they were like, "That's my Roman Empire." Have you heard of that?
Yeah, dude, my chair is so squeaky, dude. It's insane.
And stop rocking in it. You literally told me to stop rocking, and then I can't do anything. Did I already say this on the pod, or was that earlier?
Probably. You complain about it a lot.
Dude, if I move at all, you're like, you move so much on the podcast.
Hey, I didn't bring it up, actually. You
My
brought
foot
it up.
moves, if my knees go in and out, if
I
I
just
rock, if the mic moves a little bit.
Well, that's Okay, that's everyone.
If I
would
touch
say
the
that.
cable, you're mad.
Yep. Also, another thing that would.
We're supposed
hurt
to be
the
like
audio.
co-hosts,
Yeah, we
and you're
definitely
like
are.
my manager all of a sudden.
I just want this podcast to succeed. I want our listeners
well,
to have.
we
hold
got
on.
25 subscribers in one episode. How much more success do you want?
I just want this podcast to succeed, and I just want our listeners to have the best experience. And so I just,
He's in his producer voice.
so I just really, well, I'm not the producer. Megan is, but
Yeah, excuse you.
yeah, but yeah, I just want them to have the best experience. I don't want randomly the audio to just crack in their ears and hurt their ears. But
Yeah. If
Anyway,
anybody's ears were hurt, just drop a comment down in the section so that we can make sure that that's a legit thing.
yeah, we'll fix that.
No,
No,
the Roman Empire
yeah.
thing. Do you? I guess so. I didn't know what it was. I guess there's like a theory that men think about the Roman Empire like daily or like all the time, just subconsciously, or I don't know.
Yeah, this is like old news. Also,
Yeah, but like
this
how old are
trend's
we
gone,
talking?
bro.
I'm not talking about it as a trend. I'm talking about it as like, okay, maybe it was a trend.
Yeah,
I don't think I agree with it.
no, I don't either. So is that what you're saying? Like you just don't?
Well, they were like, yeah, men think about the Roman Empire all the time. And then Ethan was like, our brother-in-law, sort of,
Of course, Ethan. Bro.
he was like, I don't think about the Roman Empire, but like almost every day I think about Vikings.
No. Okay. No, I agree with you. Whenever I saw that on Instagram, TikTok, wherever, I don't think I have one thing that I think about every day either.
No, and I was thinking about this. Like sometimes I will think,
Definitely not the Roman Empire.
It's
No.
not Vikings.
No, how's
No.
that? I'm like, oh, you know what it is though? Pirates. Like what?
no.
I
But-
agree.
So like the only way that I could relate to it is that sometimes I will think about, things in like almost like a primal sense of like somebody thinks they're all that, or like somebody's in like a business position of power, and I'm just like, okay, well, if this was 1,000 years ago, like you wouldn't have this leverage over people just because you're another person or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think about things in that way, but I don't think that's the same thing. Is that the same thing that I think about? Like,
I don't. I feel like it's different.
I don't know. Was the Roman Empire 1,000 years ago? Maybe I do think about this.
What? No. Wait. When was the Roman Empire? There you go. Set the mic down.
Give it to us in
pick up the
European years.
phone. Explain this to me like I'm 5.
It's gonna be. I'm trying to think of like how this search could go wrong with what she responds to us.
She's like, it says Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were Vikings at the same time.
Roman Empire says 1000 BC.
So the Roman Empire, they're saying it was roughly from 625 BC, but all the way to 476 AD.
476 AD would be like 1600 years ago.
Yeah, so
15.
like 2,000 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
'cause
guess
Jesus.
the Roman Empire was happening during Jesus'
Jesus.
life, and that was 2024
Yeah, that's why I said
now,
Jesus.
years ago. 2024 years ago is like the estimated like birth of Christ, right? It's not the death.
That's
of
the
Christ.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, the 0 is his birth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, do you not believe the Bible?
No, I mean that's what the time is based off of. It's what they say. It's like BC before Christ.
And AD after Jesus' death.
No, but yeah.
AJD.
Hey, we're learning things.
All right. But no, I don't think I ever think about the Roman Empire other than
I don't
like
either.
other than like if it's talked about in the Bible or something.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna try out a new segment here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get into that.
What are we calling this segment? It's essentially like a Mount Rushmore of whatever we want it to be for the week. But do we just want to call it Mount Rushmore? We had tossed out a couple names. We had initially been like, what's something that there's only 4 of?
Right,
and we were like,
yeah.
we should do the elements, and we went way down a rabbit hole with that. So we're definitely not doing the
Okay.
elements.
Okay. We're not
off
doing
track.
elements. Okay.
We talked about
Got
The
a no
Final
from the
Four?
producer.
Talked about the Final Four. I don't really like it as much as Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, just
Before we get into this, there was a suggestion that was sent to me. One of our listeners said instead of our business ideas segment, we need to call it Bark Bank because he said we could bark about new ideas and it's a play on Shark Tank.
you said Bark Bank.
Yeah,
What's the? You're
Why
just
isn't
adding
it
a
Bark
B.
Tank?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why is it bank?
You guys get down in the comment section and talk about whether or not we should do that. Doesn't seem like it's getting a ton of traction, so probably
No, I agree with. That's what I was saying though. Why was there
Bark
a B
Tank?
in front of? Why wasn't it just tank? Why was it bank?
what if it was Shark Tank and it's all horrible business ideas.
That would work.
Okay. First segment of Shark Tank. Flash the logo.
Okay.
Every time I say flash the logo, Justice has to make a new
Yeah,
graphic.
Blake likes to announce every time there should be an edit. So
Yeah,
none of
flash the edit logo.
none of the edits seem like they're just like seamless in the video because every time Blake thinks there should be an edit, he says it verbally.
Yeah. Actually, I don't want to burn this business idea, so we're gonna go off. We're not gonna do it. Should I do it? I don't know.
It's up to you.
Well, we
have to.
did just talk about Chick-fil-A. I'll do a quick Shark Tank.
Okay.
Business idea. What's the worst thing about Chick-fil-A? We're not going to say anything bad about Marlboro Chick-fil-A because they're one of our future sponsors, but just Chick-fil-A as a general business.
Right.
What's the worst thing about it?
About Chick-fil-A?
Yep.
It's closed on Sundays.
Thank you. That is the obvious answer. We get the chicken recipe. We call it chicken patty or chicken patty. That's our restaurant name. We get the recipe for Chick-fil-A's chicken and we're only open on Sundays.
Wait, explain the name to me.
Chick-fil-A is taken. We're chick letter in patty or what's a chicken
Patty
fillet.
sounds like nasty. It sounds gross to me. we need to upgrade that name, dude. Because this is a baller idea, and chicken patty is holding it down.
Chicken biscuit.
Okay,
No, it's not only biscuits.
we're getting there, but
chicken. Well, it's like
Chicken
a patty
spice.
of chicken. No, it's a fillet of chicken. They got it. Dang it. Dang it. These guys are good. Okay, we'll come back to that. Chicken fries. No, not chicken fries.
Hey, chicken.
Chicken.
What if we just called it chicken?
Chicken. Chicken on
Chicken.
Sundays.
Chicken Sunday. Chick Sundays.
We'd have to find a way to spin it.
Chicks on
because
Sundays.
I think they spin it right now.
Bro,
Like,
chicks on Sundays, dude.
and it's like, not only are we
Chicks on
going
Sundays.
against them being like wholesome in the fact that they're like, we're closed on Sundays because
Right.
it's like the Lord's Day, day of rest, whatever. We're gonna like stand
Yeah.
by that, which is a good thing, even though I hate it. We're gonna take it a step further. Not only are we only gonna be open on Sundays, but what was the name you just said?
Chicks on Sunday.
Chicks on Sundays. It's gonna be like the Hooters of chicken restaurants, right?
So
Chicks on
Chick-fil-A's-
Sundays.
It's Chick-fil-A's recipe, but
It's
Hooters.
all drive-through, but for some reason the girls still dress like that inside.
There's no one inside.
Nobody can go inside, but just at the drive-through window, yeah. So I think we're getting off track. I think the girls are optional, but yeah, I
The
think
idea
we could
still
make
works without the
a killing. We have to find a way to be like to spin it to where it doesn't make us look like atheists or something,
Right.
Because we're open
We
on Sunday.
still-
We could be like, this is a safe space for Christians on Sundays.
Yeah,
Like now you don't have to go out. So I guess we're losing this, like the promiscuous women, because that would go probably
Yeah,
against.
I think
the
the
business
Hooters
model.
idea was like crazy out of left field.
Well, you said chicks on Sundays.
Yeah, but I think chicks can come on Sundays and eat our food. I didn't know we were gonna have.
Chicks can come on
Chicks-
Sundays and eat our food.
Yeah, they can
It's
come.
only for women.
No, it's just telling them that.
Anyways, we're getting off track. The business idea is we get the Chick-fil-A recipe. Dustin, if you sponsor us, we can work something out. Maybe if you give us the recipe for this stuff, we'll give you a shout out on the pod or something. Or we'll move some furniture for you. But
I'm sorry, my phone is 100% on vibrate and it's dinging.
okay, well,
What's
that's good.
going
Well,
on?
if I move the mic like this and you say you can't hear me, we're not going to hear that ding. If we hear the ding,
That's true.
You're gonna be lying to me.
That's true. The mic can't pick up the ding when the mic's going like this in a freaking circle.
okay. All right. So, first segment of Shark Tank. I think that's a pretty good one. Maybe we'll work with it in the future.
Yeah, but this Mount Rushmore.
Do you know what is also a brilliant idea? We could just lease a Chick-fil-A building because it's always empty on Sundays.
Holy.
So
first-
we could put chicken fillet. We could just call it chicken fillet.
Is that too close?
I don't know.
Is that too close?
We could just rent out the Chick-fil-A building and put it in there on Sundays. So
and
we
that's
get
how
the
we're
same
already
customer base.
everywhere. That's how we're already all over the nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, first mobile pod. What if it was in a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday?
That'd be crazy. Okay.
That would be legit.
All right. Close out Shark Tank. Let's get back to we were like, what were we gonna call our sort of Mount Rushmore
yeah.
segment?
I'm okay with whatever. I think it would be cool to be or to choose something unique, but I don't. I think
Do you have
it's
any ideas?
a general enough thing.
Only thing I thought of was Four Corners,
Four corners.
Yeah.
I like that reference.
Foursquare,
Yeah,
Four square.
four-leaf clover,
clover ideas.
clovers, luck,
We'll keep thinking
Luck-
about
lucky
it.
pick, luck, clover pick. I don't know.
Yep. Luck at the clover pick.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere with this right now.
We will table that. We'll just call it Mount Rushmore for now.
Yeah.
But for the first segment, I think we talked about doing a Mount Rushmore of all-time brothers,
Yeah.
whatever that means to you. Don't look at my list.
I did not
Yeah,
see
you tried
anything.
to.
Yeah, fun.
So we are going to include our producer in this, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So the way it's going to work,
It's going to be tough for me because I do not have a lot of extra picks.
I know, I think I have 5. So if those get taken, that's actually going to be tough because then they get off the table. So the way it'll work, one of us will start. It'll go like, I don't know who will start first, maybe me. So if I go first, it'll go like me, Justice, Megan.
What?
and
No.
then-
We do something to see who goes first.
okay, hold on. I'm
You
getting
rock,
there.
paper, scissors or something.
I'm getting there. And then I don't think we do snake draft, right? We'll just go back to me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's just do that.
So we'll just do that. We each get 4 picks. If something that you were gonna pick is taken, you can't pick it. So you got to come up with something else.
Yeah, this one might be rough.
I actually think that this one might matter who goes first because I think there's a good chance we could have some of the same.
There
at least-
definitely is.
At least one of the
100%
same.
is.
At least one of the same.
There definitely is. And I just want to say ahead of time that I might not have a third and fourth pick if all of mine get taken. So this is just, it's the first time. It's our
Okay,
first
well,
run.
You have to have a third and fourth pick, or this is not going to be.
It might
good.
just be a Sorta brothers. It's not a brother, like actual brother duo.
Doesn't have to be. This could be whatever you want.
Yeah, sweet. All right, let's start.
Okay, so I'm starting.
No. We do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Right here. One.
Okay, well, we don't have podcast arms, so there's no way we can rock paper scissors.
One right here.
Hold on. How are we going? Shoot? Do you do shoot, or you just go rock paper scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, he's doing paper. I go scissors. I will go first.
Nope. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Rock, paper.
paper scissors shoot. Oh,
Okay.
dang! Now you gotta let me do it.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, opening up our first Mount Rushmore brothers pick. I'm gonna go with one that's very near and dear to Justice and I's heart. I'm gonna go tangerine and lemon.
Holy frick!
Did you have that on
That's
your
crazy.
list?
One of the best duos of all time, honestly.
Dude, the reason if people aren't familiar, I'm gonna tell a little backstory here. This podcast is gonna be 2 hours long.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
I'm gonna tell a little backstory here because, this is from a movie called Bullet Train that came out a couple years ago. Justice was over at my house.
gosh.
Justice was over at my house this past year, and we were gonna watch a movie, and we were like, "Oh, this movie looked kind of good with the trailer. We should watch it." And Megan was like, "I just don't like the preview looked kind of gory. I don't want to watch." I don't want to watch it if it's gory right now. And Justice was like, "No, I've seen it. There might be like one killing scene, but it's not.
He said like,
it's
no, maybe two, maybe two.
maybe two." Okay, so we're like, "All right, we'll watch it." Justice didn't even stay for the whole movie. It was top 5 goriest movies I've ever seen. There's a scene where they just are recalling like some place that they were where they're killing like 18 different people, and it's the most graphic movie scene.
Okay,
ever.
so
Someone like
People
gets
getting
a-
heads chopped off. People,
They got
some guy
their-
gets like a hook through his neck.
Yep, heads chopped off. He got like a sword up the middle of his head, and Justice is just like, "Whoa, I don't remember this." Anyways, there's 2 characters in it. They're not really brothers, but they're sort of brothers.
wait, am I not going to get a chance to explain my side of the story? Are you moving on?
Should we give him a chance? I don't know. That's pretty much how it went.
I just wanted to say, just quickly, I just wanted to say that I'm not going to make excuses, okay?
Yeah.
But granted, I did say before we watched the movie that it wasn't my favorite movie,
'Kay.
and I watched it on my phone.
I'm not going to make an excuse. Proceeds to make an excuse.
Correct. That was the whole point of me saying this. Anyway, I might not have been paying attention the whole time I was watching the movie. It was one of those movies where I just kind of put on, I was bored, but I was really doing other things.
Yeah.
But yes, I did say it was not gory, and it was extremely gory.
Yeah, it was extremely gory.
Who's-
I
is
did.
that my laptop?
I did enjoy the movie though. So the reason I picked this, I forget the actors' names, but they're like 2 British guys that are like just really tight friends. So they call each other brothers. They kind of grew up together. But it has influenced Justice and I in the way that we communicate to
Yeah,
each other.
isn't it?
It sure is, isn't it? I would
also
say
say
we
in
what do
it.
we communicate like 50% of the time in
Yeah.
bad British accents.
Well, they say in it about 90% of the time.
90% of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's my first pick. I don't want to spend too much time on
It's
it.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is Tangerine.
I'm Tangerine, obviously,
Yeah,
and then
and I'm
the
Lemon.
larger guy is Justice. What are you talking about?
I won't even name him.
Did I leave out a description?
His name's Brian Lemon.
Brian Lemon. Okay, Tangerine and Lemon. Sort of brothers.
Okay.
All right, so who gets to go
I'll go
next?
next. I'll
All
go
right,
next.
Justice gets to go next.
Okay, so my next pick. Let me delete that one off.
Wait, did you pick that one?
Yes, I had it down.
Let's go.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going. Okay, this one might be a little out of. This might also be out of left field.
Yeah, tell us who it
Anyway.
is.
I'm gonna go Cain and Abel.
Frick, dude.
No way! No way! No way! No way!
No.
No way! For real?
That was my number 2, dude.
Okay. Okay. Cain and Abel, kind of insane.
How was it out of left field? They were the first brothers in the world.
I know, but it's like they like, and well, I don't know because I figured we might go like down like the movie route, like that kind of thing. But it's whatever. Like you said, it's whatever. Anyway, Cain and Abel, just this dude invented fighting practically and killed off 25% of the population in one go.
Dude, wait.
He invented murdering.
Dude, he did invent murder. I had looked up earlier, like, most powerful brother duos of all time or whatever.
Right.
I didn't pick these, so maybe I shouldn't because I don't know if you guys did. Peyton and Eli Manning. Don't tell me if you picked them, but they were on this list. And the description of why they were most powerful, it was on GQ. They were number 1 of 50 most powerful brothers. And it said, between them, 4 Super Bowl rings, countless NFL records, and 2 ginormous foreheads. We might not see this kind of fraternal triumph ever again.
Dude. You picked them number 1 over Cain and Abel?
This is GQ. I didn't pick that.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, whoever
Why
made that
did you
list.
start talking about Peyton and Eli when we were talking about Cain and Abel?
He was just saying
Because that same article said something. I hadn't even heard this word. It said, like, it had Cain and Abel on it. I think they were number 50. And it was
did.
like, it said they invented infighting or something. I guess, like, instead of, like, incest, it's
Like-
infighting, like family fighting or something.
just fighting your brother?
I guess. I mean, yeah. So, okay. I like that pick.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, like, classic brother duo.
First brother duo of all time. Okay, Megan, you're up.
Cool. All right, I think I'm gonna pick Thor and Loki.
Dang, that was an honor.
It's a sort of brothers again, because Loki's technically adopted, but just a classic, like always at odds, but in the end, they come back around. They're brothers,
Yeah.
Pick.
Crazy character
You
arc.
think he's bad, maybe he's not. Maybe they're good again, maybe they're not.
Yeah. Great pick.
Classic brothers.
I was gonna write them down, and I realized that I am kind of gonna have to come up with something on the fly because
same here.
I had 5, but one of them doesn't make sense to me. So
Okay, well, you're up, and so
okay,
I want
All
to
right,
hear it.
I'm gonna go again. It's gonna be my last. All right, the next one.
Wait, is
I'm
this the one that
gonna,
doesn't make sense?
No.
No, say that one.
No, I'm not gonna say that one because I might have to use it if I can come up with
No,
anything.
dude.
But
Okay.
all right, no, you just don't. You just want me to say that one because you're worried I'm gonna take
Yes.
yours.
Yes, correct.
All right. Pick number 2 for me. I don't know who the second one over from the left is on Mount Rushmore. I don't even know who's on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
My second pick
George Washington
is
one.
the Warner Brothers.
Oh, dang, that's a fire pick. I didn't
It's a
have them.
fire pick.
Yeah.
I think it's an obvious pick. I don't know. Were they real brothers? They brought us like every movie we've seen.
I thought they were.
I guess. I don't know if it was just 2, but yeah, the Warner Brothers. I feel like we wouldn't have a lot of movies without them.
Wait, did you not research it at all?
No.
Okay.
No, just
Cool.
had brothers in the name, so I wrote it down.
Okay. No, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. My next one, I'm gonna go Mario and Luigi, bro. Let's go, dude. Mario and Luigi, dude. It's insane. They just run around eating
I gotta
mushrooms.
start Googling stuff.
Dude, they just run around, eat mushrooms, and just fight turtles. It's freaking insane.
Do they fight turtles? Yeah, like
Isn't
Yeah,
Bowser a turtle?
Koopas.
And
And-
those?
and-
yeah,
Bowser.
Koopa Troopas, but Bowser is like a dinosaur. He's not really a
He's got a shell.
Literally a turtle.
He's like a
turtles.
snapping
Dinosaurs.
Maybe
He's got
an alligator
spikes
snapping
on
turtle.
his turtles and breathes fire.
He's got spikes on his turtles.
Spikes on his turtles. Okay, also snapping turtles have spikes, don't they?
on the back of their
A
shell.
little
I
bit.
think some of them.
No.
Yep.
They're like bumps.
Producer, look that up, please.
They're like little points, I think.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like a
It's just
not like
exaggerated.
a, not like
It's-
a
it's
knife, but like
Yeah,
a
it's a cartoon kind of
Yeah.
video game.
No. I'm like scrambling to find a pig.
A little loud there. Let's see if we peaked.
yeah.
We should not have done brothers. I'm not like we're picking
You're up.
all the same ones.
All right. I gotta go. I'm gonna go music and pick the Jonas Brothers.
All right, that is a safe pick. Neither one of us care anything.
I figured you
about
wouldn't.
them.
I'm being nice. I'm being nice.
No. I enjoy listening.
Because it's a
to Jonas Brothers.
classic brothers. We watched them grow up on Disney Channel.
Yes. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about them while I was making this list. I didn't.
Yeah,
write
you
them
like
down.
the Jonas Brothers.
Oh yeah, I do. I didn't write them down, but I did think about them.
Because they're brothers.
All right,
True.
is it my turn again,
It is.
dude?
Wait,
What?
I
Do
haven't.
we have-
Picked, I haven't picked 4 picks. How have I already picked all your picks?
Well,
Did Megan? Pick
I picked
some?
tangerine and lemon, and then Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
and then my other two were Cain and Abel and Mario and Luigi.
You said you have 5.
Yeah, I don't know what this note means. I think it's
What do you
gonna
mean?
sound
You
racist.
wrote
I
it.
don't want to say it.
Wrote the note.
It sounds racist, dude. I just said all the brothers. Dude. I don't think I can spin that in a not racist direction, dude.
Dude, what are you doing? You know this. You know it's going on the podcast.
Maybe we will bleep that if we think that it needs to be. Who are some other brothers?
You wrote that down in your podcast notes.
Yeah, but I did not plan on saying it. I thought my picks were safe.
So you actually only had 4 picks, and you told
Yeah, I guess I did.
being extra.
Yeah, you were very adamant that we needed more than 4 picks.
Right.
Okay. All right. Producer?
Thanks for backing me up.
I have
getting
quite a
further.
few.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see your notes.
Nah.
It's an interesting trio here because Megan can always pick a side. They can either gang up on me as a husband and
husband.
wife, as a husband and wife duo, or we can gang up on you as a brother and sister duo. So it's a very interesting dynamic, I feel like.
Okay. Third pick. I'm gonna go with the classic Step Brothers.
Okay, had them on the list. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Good.
I should have picked that before Jonas Brothers.
Yep. I don't know much
This
to say
is
about
tough
it.
because I only had 4 picks.
Wait. So you still have one left that hasn't been taken?
Yes. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's similar to one that's already been said, but
You're-
it's
and you're talking about Will Ferrell.
Yes.
And
Will Ferrell and John C.
John C.
Reilly.
Reilly.
Yep.
right. Okay.
All right. Justice pick.
Okay, this one's similar, but it's different. Megan just picked Thor and Loki. I'm gonna go the Hemsworth brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, their stat lines are just crazy.
Yeah.
The stat lines on these guys are just crazy. Chris won Sexiest Man Alive at one point. I will say, Megan, you probably know more about this than I do. What is Luke their youngest?
That is
Okay,
correct.
so I know the two older, they've
I don't-
pretty successful actors, but what does Luke do?
I don't think he's the youngest.
Probably
he's not?
just.
Oh, is he?
He might be
for some
the
reason I was thinking
oldest.
youngest.
Chris is older than Liam, right?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, I think Luke's the oldest.
okay, Luke's the
Luke is
oldest.
the oldest.
Does he do anything notable? I guess.
I know he's like done a few acting gigs, like a side character. He was in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. He was like,
Oh, he was like the theater.
He
guy,
played Thor,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
theater, like
because like
play.
Matt Damon played Loki.
yeah.
yeah.
So I think he's just done some of that.
Okay, but kind of the same boat as the Jonas Brothers, right? They have that other brother that's just not in the band, right?
Oh yeah,
Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah.
He used
Was
to be
Frankie, and now he's-
and
yeah.
Now he is exploring a new aspect of himself. If you know
Oh,
what I'm saying.
I didn't know that.
No, we just love Claim to Fame. He hosts that with Kevin.
He is
Okay.
changing his name.
Well, anyway, yeah, Hemsworth brothers.
Okay,
okay.
Hemsworth brothers. We have each picked 3. Megan's picked 2.
Yep, she's up.
Um,
I now have to get on Google.
I'm gonna make it harder for
If
you
someone
guys.
if someone says something that we're like, that's too far, can you revoke someone's pick?
We have
can-
to go to a
no.
vote. We have to go to a vote. We have
I
to
don't
go
think
to
you
a-
can
Actually, there's
revoke
only-
I don't think we can trash it.
Trash
Like
it.
I think we could
Like,
be like,
just make
that's a
fun of
stupid
me?
pick. Like I don't think you should pick that, but you already picked it. So
Wait,
Oh, okay, sweet.
So there's no revoking. There's no.
unless you want there to be,
No, yeah, that's good. We can go.
Let's do
What
it.
do you got?
I'm just gonna make it harder for you because I feel like
Why are you
I don't-
acting like
I don't
you
know that I have another good pick in my
I
head,
know, but
so-
if you Google
Why are
it,
you acting
if
like-
you Google it, you're gonna find Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Oh, I would never say that.
But I'm gonna say it.
I wouldn't
Okay,
have said
I mean
that.
that's a pretty popping off brother duo right now.
Yeah, they're popping off right now. They're
Um,
popping off in the podcast world, and we're on a podcast.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean
boo.
they are. I feel like podcast wise, we're like definitely 1 and 2. We're always fighting for the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like you gotta mention them.
No. I might bleep it out.
You
Alright.
gonna revoke my pick
I
after
might
we just
bleep
talked about
out
it?
their
you
names.
can't revoke, but we can trash you, is what you said.
I mean, you guys are the podcasters. If you want to add revoking,
Podcast.
I can tip. I have like 8 more picks.
8 more picks.
What the? Actually, I just found a fire one. Holy frick! I'm ready.
I am going to go with something that just came in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about something unrelated. I am going to go with Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan. Now, not really brothers, but I think at one point they say, like, you're like my brother.
Dude.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. No.
Because didn't when he lost his legs, Forrest carried him.
Don't ask me that. I haven't
Oh
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Out
yeah,
of,
yeah.
Like the.
That's something
force,
only a brother would do.
But that's like that's when he says that, isn't it? Or is
Yeah,
it
I don't
not?
know. No, but don't fact check that. But just take me.
Shut up. Move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a good pick. I actually just found 2 picks, by the way. Megan might have this. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna go with. We've already said some superheroes, so I'm gonna go with the other pick. I'm gonna go SpongeBob and Patrick. Did you have that?
That's certainly on her list.
No.
No.
I mean, they're not. They're not on my list because they're not.
Can you be brothers if you're literally a different species?
Well, they're sort of brothers.
Yeah.
They're best
You
friends.
could go like Quill and Rocket. They're
Yeah.
sort of
Eh.
brothers.
Sort of brothers.
Anyway, okay, I'm going SpongeBob and Patrick. It's just that's an iconic duo. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. That's a great duo right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Megan?
stuck. I'm stuck between 2.
Wait, you have 8 more?
That was an exaggeration, but I have a couple.
This
more.
is your last pick, right?
I know, and
I'm literally picking.
I'm
through
stuck
30
between
different
2.
names right now.
But one, maybe this isn't really a
I wrote
pick.
down every set of brothers I googled.
This isn't really a pick.
Wait, what? This isn't really a pick?
Maybe it is. It's kind of similar to what Blake said earlier, because I wrote down brothers in Christ.
Just all of them?
Just,
in general.
just your brothers in Christ.
That's worse than all the brothers.
Crazy. That's crazy.
just
Wait,
like
is it almost
your Christian
is
buds.
it not racist to say all the brothers because it's like, they're your they're in your top 4.
what?
You're saying it makes it less racist because you chose them in the Sorta Brothers podcast Mount Rushmore?
I think so. Maybe.
But did
Do we
you?
have that much credibility?
I don't know. I don't know if we have any people who would be offended by that listening. What were you saying, Megan?
We need to look back at our analytics.
Yeah, certainly Isolda is not going to be worried about that.
Shout out Isolda. Just heck of a listener. What do you want to say, Megan?
No, I was just saying that doesn't really. Is it? I don't know if
Okay,
that
so what's your
counts.
real pick
I don't
then?
know if that counts.
What, Brothers in Christ?
Yeah,
They could
just
count.
like your Christian friends
Well,
that
did
are
we-
boys.
Did we take
Your Christian
pick?
friends that are boys.
your
I mean,
brothers in
so
Christ?
like
Okay, wait. Let's say we don't.
youth group,
you said you're saying you have a ton of picks. So let's say we
You say no.
no to that. What's your other pick?
My other pick is Ted and Bear. Flash picture on the screen of our adorable corgis.
Oh, that's a great pick.
That is a great pick.
Dang, I didn't even think of my sons.
that is a great pick.
Dude, we
Dang.
could have done ourselves.
The Sorta Brothers. What the frick?
I'm going to go with the podcast.
Okay, but no, that's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
So
I should have done that.
that ends it.
What were your other ones? Your honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions. I had the Naked Brothers band. Do you remember that? It was on Nickelodeon.
I don't know if I know
No.
what you're talking
That was
about.
just a nostalgic one.
Wait, what was the one that was like a girl band, but it was like the Naked something?
You think of the Naked Karate Girls.
Yeah.
What?
They're like a cover band.
Yeah. They weren't actually naked, right?
No, they're just like a bunch of like middle-aged dudes.
It just sounded weird.
Oh,
because
it's
you
the
guys were-
guys?
Yeah. Have you never seen them?
No.
It just sounded weird because you guys were talking about something naked, and then you're like, "What's the girl one?"
Apparently it's guys. Anyway.
No, it's like middle-aged
gone with
men. I've seen them. They're like local.
They're local,
Yeah.
and they were.
Wait, they're local to Cincinnati?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know that.
We just like drop little hints. Every
Unless I have the
Maybe we
podcast.
could have them on the pod.
We just drop little hints like every podcast. So if anyone actually listens that doesn't already know us, they just know exactly where we are.
Yeah, they can just pinpoint us.
Unless I have the name wrong, I'm pretty sure they're
Um,
local.
Okay. Could have gone the Avett Brothers. I like them.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
Band. Could have gone like Bo and Bear from Need to Breathe, even though I don't think Bo's in the band anymore.
Yeah, you could the Wright brothers.
Dang it! I should have gone the
I
Wright.
saw-
I
I saw
thought
the
about
Wright-
the Wright brothers. How are the Wright brothers not on like the most influential brothers list that I have?
They weren't.
I wasn't looking on the website you were looking at, but I looked up some names and I saw the Wright brothers. I just didn't think they were in my top 4 though.
Yeah, I don't think so. I hate flying.
I don't hate flying. Let's talk about that really quickly. I don't hate flying, but I will say I get like this weird like anxiety sometimes before I get on a flight. And also it's really weird, like even though all the facts and say like you're much more you're much more likely to die in like a car crash or something.
Yeah, okay.
But it's crazy.
At least when I die in a car, I'm not falling into the earth.
Right. No, exactly. It's like a weird thing because it's supposedly so safe, but you just look out the window and you're like, it doesn't feel safe because I'm so high.
In the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just high in general.
I don't think that it probably would feel safer if you were so high.
That's true.
Maybe that's what we should try.
Mario and Luigi always taking mushrooms.
Dude, that's something I think about all the time. What do you think the worst job in the world would be? Like for you. Not just like, oh, cleaning up poop.
Honestly, like this is just the first thing that popped into my head because we're talking about planes. I would absolutely hate to be a flight attendant.
Dude, that's my number 1 pick.
Holy, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a little gunshot noise. I like to call it out.
What if that's like our new thing? I go with the open hand, you go with the fist always. So it's just like
boom. Yeah, I think I would hate to be a flight attendant. I think sometimes that's like a hot take. Like people think that you get to travel around all these places and it would be sick, but I hate flying. So the thought of like, oh, I got to do this every day. No,
yeah. Also, what's the schedule like for those?
I think it depends. Hey, producer, can we get a little shout out on how long we've been going here? Do we need to pinch this off?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it has been a little over an hour. Hour 5.
Holy, let's
All right.
go.
Well,
No,
I'll say this. Given that the analytics that we watched for the last episode showed that most of our viewers fell off around the 9-minute mark, I would say we're probably good.
Yeah, I want to finish. I say we finish what we're talking about, though. We finished what we're talking about. We weren't even
Oh, I thought
we're like halfway through. No, what's like how are you with flying? I know you said you hated it, but we never went into it.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah? Why do you hate it?
Well, I never want to like pay the money to get like first class or even like
You don't?
business. No, I don't want to pay the money to like do that because I don't know if it's like an 8-hour. So the issue I have with that is like, yeah, if you're going to like Europe or Australia or something, you're on these huge planes and you can get like first class is sweet. You can like lay down
Yeah.
and stuff. First class on most of the planes I've flown in to like Colorado or something is just like a little bit bigger seat and you pay a lot more money. And so it's just not like worth it to me for that. But I'm like too tall for the normal seats.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I usually try to get an aisle seat, but like when we just came back from Colorado, something got messed up and we didn't get an aisle seat. And I was in the back of the plane. It was like a 3-hour flight, maybe.
Yeah, Colorado's like 3 hours, 10 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks. I was in the back of the plane window seat, and I literally had to like wedge myself into the seat, and then I was like crammed for 3 hours. I was like already like knees were already hurting before we took off, and then like the turbulence were bad. I was nauseous and sweating, and it was just like a bad experience. So yeah,
Wait, how bad? That's another thing. I'm like,
and like your ears start hurting.
oh, my ears don't hurt.
Like they hurt when you start descending. Like the pressure in the cabin changes, and it like jacks up my ears.
That's weird. I mean, it like my ears pop, but they don't hurt.
I've had like my ears hurt really bad before.
But how bad was the turbulence? What's like the worst turbulence experience that you've had?
It's not like the turbulence or like I think the plane's gonna crash. It's just like enough to
Oh, yeah,
where
just, like, makes
it's
you
like
nauseous.
making me nauseous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've that's the one thing though. That's probably what I get my anxiety from. If I like have that little anxiety before I hop on a plane, it's because I've never experienced like I hear all these stories like, yeah, crazy turbulence, crazy turbulence.
Where like it jars the plane and the masks drop.
I mean, okay, that's like worst case scenario, but
No,
no,
like even they'll drop just from jarring, not because the plane's going down, and then you're like, shoot, is this real?
oh, that would be freaky. But what just happened?
Just like,
No, that would be freaky. But no, I just mean like, just kind of, just like if I get a little turbulence, I'm like that felt like hard. Like if that was just like constant.
Yeah.
And so I'm like a little like freaked out if I like actually hit bad turbulence.
yeah,
I
it'd
don't
be
think I
horrible.
ever have.
I don't think so. I flew on a really, I'm trying to think. I flew on a really, really little plane to, sorry, not Hawaii, from Florida to Haiti. It was like a 1-2, and that was kind of like bumpy.
Yeah.
It's like the smaller the plane, the
Yeah.
bumpier the, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have something to add? You're holding your mic in a.
No, yeah, that's good. Just practicing that close mic.
Yeah, we come right off a good first segment of Mount Rushmore, and we talk
Water.
about the here you go, buddy.
Bro.
Talk about our worst fears and horrible jobs. So I think that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll try to actually have some sort of studio or podcast enhancement. I was getting a lot of feedback that I was getting a lot of like leg action and hand action,
So it's not only me.
leg and hand action last week, and so it was mostly from Justice, but also some from our producer, and also maybe my friend and my sister. So that's almost our whole fan base right now. So tried to keep it together a little bit. It's just hard because these chairs we had available to us and they rock. And so if it's rocking, I'm going to, if it can rock, I rock.
But see, mine's super. I guess
So it's like this much
If I go
movement
full
mixed
rock.
with this, mixed with this. Nobody wants to watch this.
crazy.
I don't even know if people could do this.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like a lot of people, but no. So trying to eliminate that. But no, we'll see. Maybe podcast arms next week. Maybe we'll have a logo on the wall. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe there won't be another episode. We don't know, but stay tuned.
Yep.
And
Never know.
if another one comes out, watch it.
The plan is yes, though. Actually, yeah. Real quick, if
Also, you know how people would know if the episode comes out?
yeah, what?
Subscribe to the channel.
Okay, I was gonna say, real quick, because I did have a few people text me. I think the plan is every Monday the new episode will be coming out. So we might post reels or whatever randomly, but as of right now, every Monday of every week, a new pod should be coming out.
Yep. If anybody, wants to sponsor us in the meantime, feel free.
Cool. Peace.
Peace.